We always get high profile guests and we get great influences on too. Something that's in the media right now is how do you get seen and heard? People don't look at websites anymore. They look online. So that's why I've called on a content creator. Not only that, is she presents on the BBC and she's also the co-owner of the creative space. So I want to know what makes her tick. So please welcome Tanvi Shah.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Amazing to have you on.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes. I want to ask you, first of all, if somebody's just landed on this podcast, why should they stay?
I'll probably make you question sort of where you are in your life, what more you can be doing, how to break out of a box and challenge stereotypes. So we'll be getting quite deep into that.
Oh, amazing. I'm excited because I always like to learn as well. And what will people leave by the end of the podcast with?
I feel like I'm going to give people a sense of motivation, inspiration, just a little bit of that energy and spark to keep going, follow your dreams and not give up.
Amazing. Now, look, people think content creation's really, really easy. They're like, hey, I just watched you. They either scroll or stay and they just think she's just dancing around, showing off. Is that the reality of it?
No, maybe for some people it is, but as someone who obviously never started in the social media world and who's come from a completely different background, which I'm sure we'll get into, I have learnt more being a content creator in 1 year than I did in a sort of a corporate job in 5. I think people really underestimate how many different skills you need, how quickly you have to learn. Just the steep learning curve of it all is stuff that you're never taught in school and you're figuring out each day as it comes. It's quite scary and it can be quite lonely and it's sometimes really difficult. So yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into it and it's so much harder than people say.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited to learn, like, because you've got millions of views. Like, you just have to go like your last 6 or 7 posts and it's like 500,000, 1.9 million. Like, you've actually learned how to crack that algorithm. How do you stay on top of that algorithm? It does change, there'll be certain people you see go viral and then all of a sudden some of them are getting less views. And obviously these platforms want to monetize, and soon as they know you're getting too much attention and then they drop it, you get this feeling of, I need more views. How do you learn how the algorithm works?
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's a content creator or even looking to get into content creation, I think you have to remember that the algorithm is not as important as you think, and you can't kind of get your own validation from your views and your likes because you're never going to last long in this industry if that's what you want. So you need to create content that you enjoy and you think is valuable and you think is helping people and is fun, and the likes and the views come. The algorithm changes all the time and it's completely different on all different platforms, so it's an impossible task to try and keep up with an algorithm that changes so frequently and that no one really has that much insight into.